Episode 87 of The Loaded Couch. Sacred Monk Brew. Netflix goes offline. Jack Mayoff reviews. Game Award results. Questions from listeners. Beer.
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 Sexy comes out at the end.
Reach in at your own risk. This is The Loaded Couch.
It's just the manhood flying out of my mouth against the microphone.
And we're back. Episode 87 of The Loaded Couch. I'm Scotchhound.
And Celtic Fox.
And that's a great start to the show. And we're leaving it in.
Manhood coming out of his mouth?
That's 100% what he said.
He's got dicks and balls coming out of his mouth.
All right, let's start with what we're drinking in the beer mash. Pidge, why don't you lead us off?
I'm drinking the Golden Drake 9000 quadruple from the Brewerage Van Steenberg Brewery. It's a quadruple from Belgium. It's copper in color, and it's 10.7% alcohol, and it's up there in the top 5.
You order this shit online from like the strangest, weirdest named beers in the world?
No, this is when I came down here in Texas, and this company, the Golden Drake series, or Drac or whatever, I have 3 of those beers, and they are stellar.
And they're already up to 9,000. You've only had 3 of them. Jeez, you better get going.
The Andre 3000.
Don't they speak French in Belgium?
Yeah, I think they speak Belgianese or something like that.
I think
it was Belch.
Pigeon secretly, or unknowingly, wants to move to Belgium. I mean, he likes their beer.
Oi?
He took
Oi.
5 years of French.
Yes, I did.
Celk, go ahead. What are you drinking?
Sacre bleu.
I'm drinking one of Pigeon's favorites. I'm drinking the Stone Dry from Angry Orchard. It's their hard cider.
Wait, was that the beer you were supposed to drink with us and we got and you never did?
No.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Yes,
Different one. They're out of Walden, New York, and 5.5% alcohol.
How's it going down with all the manhood coming out of your mouth?
What's getting in the way? The balls, the hair, or the penis?
It's filtering
Franken beans.
Spicy man meat.
Holy shit. Okay, I'm drinking the Sunday Mole Stout from Weyerbacher. It's an imperial stout.
Isn't it mole stout?
Mole. I don't think it had an accent.
It's not Mexican.
Yeah, it might be. Hold on, let me grab the bottle.
Jeez,
Does it have a little sombrero on it?
No.
Oh, slow your roll there, Donald Trump.
It's
not
got
Mexican.
the O in the middle of mole is a coffee cup, but that's about it. And it's like a jester hat person on the...
Did we have this beer? Like, is this similar to that Sunday breakfast stout or something like that?
Yeah, the guy at the liquor store said it is similar to that. He said he actually likes this one better. I think he said this is new from Weyerbacher.
It could be. I mean,
Or maybe it's
the Mexican mole is like a spicy cocoa flavor.
Well,
so
yeah, this is imperial stout with coffee cocoa, cinnamon, and peppers.
Yep, so it's the mole. It's Mexican mole.
There's no umlaut over the
apologize?
E. There is no.
You want to apologize?
There's no accent symbol over the E. So I'm sticking with mole.
Sorry, I won't build the walls high.
I'm holding my breath for Celk's apology.
It's
I
from
did. I
Easton,
just
PA.
said sorry, asshole.
It's dark brown.
That was my limit.
11.3% alcohol. Okay.
I said sorry, asshole. Oh
Italian monastery seeks salvation in beer after a devastating quake. Pidge, what's the name of this town?
Norcia?
After the October 30th quake, one of the few things left standing at the monastery was the brewery. It's kind of crazy. Yeah, where the past 4 years, the monks have been making Nerzia, which is maybe how they actually say the town?
The monks have been making Nerzia.
Making Nerzia. The beer name for Norcia's ancient Latin appellation. Okay.
Appellation?
Yeah. Remarkably, the brewery was hardly damaged. The Reverend Benedict, whatever his last name is, from Connecticut said. The fermenters were loose, but they did not fall. The monks
I can only imagine that the monks are doing a podcast and they're talking about you and they're like, Scotch, whatever.
Mick, whatever his last name. Nivikov. Benedict Nivikov out of Connecticut. Okay.
All right, hold up.
Scotch.
So I'm totally confused here. We're talking about a monastery in Italy.
Yep.
With a reverend who's Russian out of Connecticut.
That's right. It's kind of crazy, dude. They said that out of all the people who are serving monks-wise right now at the monastery, I think they said the majority of them are American. Maybe with Russian last names. I'm not sure about that, but all right. So the monks are planning to move
Sleeper spy agent.
the beer from the brewery to a safer location to be bottled and specially labeled before being sold to raise money for the reconstruction of the monastery that was knocked down during the quake.
Moving them to Chernobyl.
Yeah, now that they put the cap on it. They learned beer making from experienced Trappist brewers or brewmasters in Belgium. Pitch. And, and began to make Nerzia in 2012. The beer's name was chosen specifically to help the townspeople. Brother Augustine Wilmeth, who was born in South Carolina, so Celk, another one, and serves as the brewmaster. It's the only monastic beer in the world to be made exclusively by the monks.
Boy, there must be a big calling to go into the brotherhood there of being a monk.
I think it's like former alcoholics. I bet. Let's make beer.
Yeah, well, no, they were taught by Trappist beer masters in Belgium, so they put the effort in, and they're living the monk's life.
10%. They make a 10% alcohol beer.
Uh-oh.
They're like, screw going to work for Dogfish Head. We're gonna go move to the monastery.
Yeah, exactly.
Free beer, whatever I want.
All right, movie talk. Anybody watch any movies?
Yeah, I've seen it quite a few.
And tell us about it.
Loser.
We watched The Mechanic Resurrection. I guess it's like a sequel. Did you guys ever see the first one?
Was that the one with
Batman?
It's not. No, it's not Ryan Gosling. It's Ben Foster.
No, this was Jason Statham.
Jason Statham.
Yeah, Statham. It's just like the what were those other ones he did? Transporter.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
It was very similar to that. He was like a hired hitman type of thing. It was him and Jessica Alba was in it. So I'm
pre or post her starting her own company.
post. I guess it just came out last year.
Okay.
So it's fairly recent. It
You
was okay.
jerk. The first Mechanic was with Ben Foster. You jerk.
Okay. Oh, I thought you meant did this one have Ben Foster? No, I didn't know about the first one.
Hey,
it was okay.
Jerk.
It was okay. It was a lot of explosions and shit like that. And
It's
a man movie.
yeah, it was man movie. Have a whiskey, smoke a cigar, watch it.
A lot of explosions.
Balls and penis coming out.
And me and my son watched Warcraft.
We watched Chappie again. Unfiltered, unedited.
Yeah, unedited, uncut.
Director's cut.
The NC-17 version.
Dude, it came on. I think it was Showtime or something. I watched like 5 minutes of it, and my wife's like, "Why are you watching a robot act like a baby? It's stupid." I'm like, "It's so funny. Look at him. He's like, what you talking about? You want some of this? This is my makeup." I'm like, "It's so good." She's like, "It's so stupid." Like, you're a loser.
Jeez,
No, Warcraft was pretty good. Have
a Lord of the Rings feel to it, or no?
Not as top quality as Lord of the. Well, nah. Let me.
Was it faster paced?
It was faster paced.
I think anything's faster paced than that.
Yeah, it
Lord of the
wasn't
Rings.
as slow and dark and gloomy as Lord of the Rings. It was a lot more vivid, lively, and yes, faster paced. It felt a lot like the typical Blizzard cutscenes. I
Those
don't know
cutscenes
much.
in Diablo can be kind of slow and drawn out.
Yeah, but I don't know much about the backstories of Warcraft. I used to play Warcraft 2 and Warcraft 3, the RTS. Yeah, I thought it was good. I don't know if it got any bad. I'm sure some of the real diehard World of Warcraft players are probably picking it apart like crazy. But if your kids, Scotchy, I know your son might actually enjoy it. It's pretty good. really cool special effects. The effects were really awesome.
Is computer catching up?
What's that?
Is the computer immersion for CGI catching up? You think? In
Oh
Blizzard
yeah, the
world.
orcs. Yeah, the orcs looked amazing. I
Okay.
mean, they were even better than the Avatar, effects.
Right. Okay.
Did Ragnar Lothbrok have sex with an ogre?
I was gonna say your boy from Vikings was in it.
Ragnar Lothbrok.
Yeah, he was trying to get some orc booty.
Pretty hot.
Okay. Pitch. What'd you watch?
Nothing. How about you?
All right. I watched Shitters Full. I watched National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Hey,
Nice.
babe, have you checked our shitters lately?
Merry
Yeah,
Christmas. Shitters full.
We saw about 10 minutes of that the other night.
That's so good. I love that movie. That's probably my favorite Christmas movie.
Oh my gosh. If you have to watch it every year.
Yeah, definitely. At least once.
Yeah. That and when Easter comes around, Passion of the Christ. I mean, you have to.
Okay. Yeah, I'll put that on the list. In movie news, Ivan Reitman was interviewed and was asked about the likelihood of further big screen Ghostbuster films. Quote, there's going to be many other Ghostbuster movies. They're just in development right now, he said. So question, smart to do more new Ghostbuster movies? And will they keep the same actors?
Well, I think Celk was the only one that saw this movie, right?
Yes.
Yeah, well, I mean, is he referring to new Ghostbusters as in the female cast only, or expanding and building upon the older storyline with the guys?
I don't know, but all I know is that they're not doing a sequel to the new Ghostbusters 2016.
I don't know if
Which
Bill
was-
Murray's going to be up to a new movie for that.
Yeah, well, I was gonna say the new one was pretty decent. I don't think it should have gotten all the flack that it got. It was pretty good.
Do you think it got all that flack just because?
Because it was all women. I think because it was all women, and it was because everybody was saying, "Oh, the original's such a classic. You shouldn't mess with it." Kind of like everybody says with Goonies and some of the other movies that they're thinking about remaking.
Right.
I think The Rock should play Sloth in that remake.
I think they did a good job paying tribute to the original Ghostbusters. Now, as far as making more Ghostbuster movies, if they want to build upon the story arc from the guys, I mean, they should do that. But there's no way. Obviously, there's no way that the cast is coming back. I mean, one of them passed away, and they're all like Saint Vincent age.
Yeah.
So yeah, I know. What are you gonna do? Build on something with like their children or their offspring or something?
Could
like
Maybe
that?
they should do a story arc with Winston Zettermore,
You love
What's
him.
that?
That's your favorite guy.
Ernie Hudson,
Hudson. Okay.
the black guy.
Yeah, well, I won't spoil it.
Nice.
That's why
Thank you for
gotta see the new-
clarifying.
That's why you gotta see the new Ghostbusters. He's in it, and they have his story arc.
Spoiler alert.
Yeah, thanks,
Yeah.
Calc. Jeez, now it's ruined for
Yeah,
me.
now I don't have to see it.
Asshole.
found
All
out
right,
everything.
moving on. My feelings are hurt. According to Lucasfilms, there
Pig.
won't be a Rogue One sequel. Company president Kathleen Kennedy, Calc in relation, confirms that no matter how well the December 16th Power opener performs, the prequel to A New Hope will not yield a follow-up film.
Good.
She's got her husband's bone in him.
It doesn't need a sequel. It's just a side story.
Yeah, like what would you do? Like, oh, Death Star, like space debris? Like, I don't know. It's stupid.
Well, you can move
Have
into
a
the
sequel.
planet, right?
I don't. Yeah.
Yeah, there's so many different storylines and ways they can go with all the spin-off movies. There's no reason to do a sequel to a spin-off.
So this is in between what films? 4 and 5?
And 4.
Not Calc.
3 and 4?
What about like the cartoon stuff that they did with
Clone Wars and all that?
yes.
Yeah,
'Cause
well, I mean,
those
they-
weren't full. I mean, they were longer than full-length feature film.
Yeah, but they're like a TV series, which is just still filling in between the Clone Wars, 2 and 3.
Right.
But I mean, when you're doing like a big Hollywood movie, I don't know. You could. That's like how there's multiple Captain Americas, and then he's part of the overall Avengers and stuff like that. But
Right.
they got so many. I think I heard somewhere there's like 6 or 8 side storyline movies already like
In
inked and
development.
lined, ready to go. So
Yeah.
it's like you don't need, Rogue One part 1, 2, and 3, and then they're doing the Han Solos and the Boba Fett's, and I think they're doing a Yoda and all that stuff. So
Oh, that'll be stupid if they did Yoda.
yeah, well, it was a rumor. I don't know if they're gonna still do a Yoda. But...
Rock, you think Rock will be played Yoda?
There you go, little Yoda ears on him, green skin. I'm gonna crush you.
And you know how they made like in what was that Alice in Wonderland, where they made the body small and the head really big for the Queen of Hearts? Maybe they do that with the Rock. They just make him really small in comparison to everybody else.
Oh, speaking of Hollywood Viagra, one of the movies we did watch was Central Intelligence.
Is that good?
It was pretty funny with the whole how they made him real fat and heavy in the beginning. You see like the rocks imposed on that big heavy guy.
Yeah, I saw that preview of that.
It was pretty funny. I mean, Kevin Hart
on a Celk scale, what is it?
7.5 out of 10.
So that's like 78 tomatoes.
About 70 tomatoes, yeah.
And in real life, it's probably a 5.
Okay. All right, Celk, keep going. What'd you watch for TV?
What you burn your TV out on?
TV, I watched something other than NCIS. I watched Forged in Fire. My son's addicted to it.
That show's really good.
It's really good. I think even my wife sat down tonight and started watching some of it.
I love how the guys on the side are like, "Don't quench it in the water. Don't quench it in the water."
Yeah.
You all
It's like
snuggle in the guest room bed and watch it.
It's like the manly version of Chopped.
It is.
It is.
Well, come on, no, you can't say that.
It's the man version of Chopped.
That's true.
Hey.
Maybe that was coming. You had to think about it for a second. His brain just caught up. He's like, wait a minute, is he calling me a woman?
You have 30 minutes.
All right. So Forged in Fire, I started watching Vikings. I had seen season 1 a while back, but I'm I think I'm halfway or almost done with season 2.
Okay.
And
nice. What do you think of it so far?
It's good. I like it. I'm at the part where his wife with the new husband or whatever is like beating on her and shit like that.
Oh, okay.
So
question with that. Early in the first season, Celk, I don't know if you watched that already or if you did watch it and you're in the second season. Is that what happened?
Yeah, I'm like
you rewatched first. Okay, in the first. How would you have handled that whole invite into the sex bed?
With the monk?
Yeah.
I'd have dove right in, right?
I would have been like, hey, can you go wash up before? And then I'd just grab his wife.
Go.
So yeah, Vikings, really good. And we are watching the new series on National Geographic, Mars.
I was curious about this.
It's done by Imagine with Ron Howard. He's producing it and stuff, and it's really good. It does
Ridley Scott too, right? I think.
Not really. I forget the other guy's name, but he's really well known. But yeah, I highly recommend it if you're into space stuff. They do like little 5-minute cuts of the fictional storyline, and then they go and they interview real NASA engineers and SpaceX engineers and Elon Musk and stuff like that. So it like weaves between, fictional and nonfiction. It's really good. I highly recommend you check it out.
It's all, I don't want to say it's all like what they're looking to do, right? Where they're looking to go with it.
It's very much like, hey, let's make a TV show outlining how we're going to go to Mars and what we're going to do when we get there.
Right. So, okay. So, but is it all hypothetical at this point? Or are they already they're working on half and they're half hypothetical?
They're working on the stuff because the cuts where it goes from the fictional story and it cuts to the real interviews, they're showing you examples of things that they're working on and things they've attempted, in preparation for this.
Okay.
Now, is this like technology that they're using now or technology that they're actually going to be using?
They're still developing. I mean, they talk about it as if, like, some of the things they talk about, they already know how to do. Like, they're talking about how they have to send robots and cargo ahead of time of 3D printers, air systems, water purifiers, things like all that
large-scale printers, 3D printers, right?
Yeah, they know how to do all that stuff. The thing that seems like they're still really trying to figure out is how do you protect the astronauts from the radiation on the trip? And how do you land in the atmosphere? Because there's not enough atmosphere to slow it down traditionally. So that's why Musk is working on those reusable rockets with the retro, the rockets that fire on landing, because they need to come up with something they can do 100% of the time with no risk before they start shooting cargo out to Mars and expecting it to land safely.
Hey, why don't they use that material that Sly Stallone used when he crashed that car in the hell movie was it, the futuristic cop movie?
Oh, well, the foam.
Demolition Man?
Demolition Man.
Or why don't they just use,
Just packs
why
himself
don't they
in
use
foam.
the EM drive, which defies the laws of physics?
I think they landed the first rovers in those like balloons, those bubble balls, or
Yeah.
the Bucky balls.
Right.
But they're saying right now they say in the show they only have the capability to land a 1-ton rover on Mars, and they need to figure out how to land 40 tons before they can start sending humans.
Duh, 40 different ships. Done.
No. Nice. I was gonna say 40 tons of balloon mattresses. Done.
Duh. Sears Silly Serta.
Serta, sponsored by Serta.
Throw down that Casper mattress.
Shit's making
But yeah, definitely check it out. It sounds like you guys are into it, so
Yeah,
I'd
definitely.
recommend it.
Definitely gonna check it out. Definitely. It's produced by Ron Howard and Brian Grazer, and Brian Grazer won the Oscar for A Beautiful Mind,
Okay, yep, there you
and
go.
he also did Backdraft and Apollo 13.
Yep. Backdraft was so good.
Yeah, it's a really
Kurt
good,
Russell.
really good show.
All right, Pidge, what'd you watch?
NCIS LA, because I still don't know what channels are which, so we just do on demand.
Do you only get LA channels down in Texas?
Yeah. The different time zones, I can't figure out the carryovers and the -3s and stuff. So, also Ghost Adventures, and also been watching my father-in-law's been watching the marathon of The Simpsons because he is Homer Simpson. So I've been catching it here and there.
See, now I'd have expected that to be you, but no, your father-in-law's watching The Simpsons, so you're joining him.
Mm-hmm. There's a few things that he watches. One, he has to watch his Judge Judy. Okay. He watches The Simpsons, and the other thing he watches is MSNBC, because he went from Republican to socialist, and I don't like it.
Nice.
And he watches me on MSNBC, Rachel Maddow.
Oh my God,
She's good.
Who's more hung?
You or her,
Maddow.
Richard Maddow? Maddow is, yeah.
Yeah, of course. She's got an Adam's apple. But what you watch, Scotch?
Walking Dead and Chopped.
How many episodes is it after the Cell episode with Daryl?
Daryl.
Yeah.
don't spoil it. I haven't watched any of
4?
it this year.
Well, how many episodes after that episode? Is there like 2 or 3?
4, I think.
4? Okay, all right. I gotta catch up. But I heard that the ratings have been down.
4. Oh, really?
Yeah,
Dead.
because everybody's
Yeah.
watching Westworld.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Yeah, okay. Here, TV news. Netflix is letting you download your favorite movies and TV shows so you can watch them when you have no signal.
Where'd you get that Westworld tattoo, Cal?
On the head of his dick, the most sensitive
On
part.
on my eyelids.
I got it on my bicep next to Deb Sully.
So, what are you guys downloading from Netflix? I'm assuming
Nothing.
Pidge is
I
gonna
would
be
never utilize this.
I would.
Never?
You wouldn't download a show on a plane for a plane ride?
Nope, I have my laptop with my Microsoft account.
If you have
You
no
can't
signal,
stream.
though.
You have to pay for internet then on the plane.
No, I can download all my Xbox movies.
Oh, okay. So it's almost the same thing then.
Wait, so on your Microsoft Windows phone?
No, on my laptop on the Windows 10, you just go into my movies and you hit download.
Sounds like a loser to me.
It's the same thing. It's
I would
one
download.
subscription
I would
for
probably
another.
download, yeah, Stranger Things or something like that.
Did you ever finish that?
Yeah,
Okay, all right.
we had the spoiler show.
Yeah, the spoiler
remember?
show.
Spoiler cast. Okay.
Yeah, he caught
Speaking
up all
of
in like
spoiler
2 nights.
cast, my daughter's a new student, and they're each given a number, and she's 11.
Nice. I'm gonna call her L.
Hell.
All right, let's get into the comfy couch review of Stonehurst Asylum. Calc, why don't you lead us off?
So this was my pick for the movie. Again, nothing. It wasn't horror or scary. It was more of like a drama, suspense, or thriller, I guess you would say. um, I thought it was decent. I didn't think it was obviously anything good. I'd say middle of the road. I liked the ending of it.
What did
I
Rotten
thought the
Tomatoes give it?
I have no idea.
I'll look it up.
Okay.
But the Celk scale, I'm giving it a 6.5 out of 10. It has
Is that
what's-
6.5
what's
thumbs?
there?
6.5 broken bones.
Toes.
Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 52.
Who's the actress in it?
Kate Beckinsale.
Beckinsale, that's it. So yeah, Beckinsale's in it. I don't know the gentleman's name, but
Jim Sturgis.
and then the guy who played Gandhi's in it too. Ben Kingsley.
Oh, he was also in what was that Iron Man movie? Remember he was the
The Mandarin.
yeah,
yes.
yeah, exactly.
Iron Man 3, I think.
I think he's what pretty much carried this movie to give it the 6.5 out of 10.
Okay.
But yeah, I mean, check it out. It's nothing scary. It's a little slow, a little,
Don't forget your boy, Michael Caine.
Kane's in it. That's right.
Alfred.
So yeah, it's got a good cast. I mean, that's one of the reasons why I picked it out when I skimmed through. But did any of you guys check it out? I mean, I know Pigeon was saying, I think last week he didn't like it, but
Yeah, Pidge, why don't you tell us real quick?
It's a no. I would not recommend it. But the only thing that kept it alive was the winter weather of snow that I'll never see again, and Kate Beckinsale.
And her side boob?
I wish there was a side boob shot. They all wore like Victorian age clothes, which
Gotcha.
was beat. I just want to put this on there to remind you that she's hot.
Okay. Myself, I didn't watch it. Sorry, Calc.
$5.
I know, I got my 5 in there. I totally forgot. I was like, oh yeah, Jim mentioned it last week. I should probably watch that. And it was the day after we recorded. And then, yeah, I didn't watch it. And then I completely just left my mind.
You saved yourself 2 hours of your life.
Nice.
Okay.
I've been listening to a lot more, music and stuff a lot lately instead of doing
yeah?
that. Yeah.
What kind of music?
To be honest with you, classical.
Mozart, Bach,
Yep, that Brahms,
Tchaikovsky,
Chopin.
whatever it is.
Yeah, all that shit. Been listening to a lot of that.
Shogun.
Shogun, yeah.
Shogun.
All right. Sorry, Calc. I will try to I will try to make some time to check it out. If I'm only gonna give it 5 minutes, though,
yeah, I mean, I think it's something you and Whiskers might like. I mean, it's nothing stellar, but it's.
I guarantee him and Whiskers will like it.
Okay. Well, shit. Then I'll have to watch it. All right, Frog of Destiny time. Pidge, you got it with you?
Yep.
Come on, Calc. Come on.
Calc. Come on. Reverse psychology. Here we go.
That's it.
It's Scotchy.
Yeah. So now Calc's gonna show me up, and he's not gonna watch this week.
The fuck.
All right, I'll have to. I'll take a look when we're on break. Calc, lead us off. What do you think?
I actually really like this Angry Orchard.
Mm-hmm.
If you've had them in the past, I think one or two of you guys might have had it that one episode we did the cider beers. If not, if you've had Angry Orchards and they kind of have that sweet apple taste,
Which is weird.
I'm drinking the Stone Dry, and it's really dry and doesn't have that sweet flavor.
Okay.
So it's like a kind of like a champagne a little bit.
Little champagne, and it's teetering very much more on the beer taste side instead of.
Don't you disgrace the name of my my Miller High Life
Miller High Life
by comparing that to champagne whatsoever.
There's a lot of billboard ads down here for High Life.
Yes.
I would say this is definitely my favorite Angry Orchard I've ever had so far.
Okay.
And I'd pair it with a good old homemade hot apple pie.
2 fingers.
Yeah. Jason Biggs apple pie or untainted.
Big's apple pie.
Myself, I'm a yay on my stout. It's tasty and it doesn't. 11.3% alcohol doesn't have too much alcohol
Doesn't
flavor.
have that burn?
No, not at all. It's good. It's got a lot of flavor in the stout and it's pretty smooth.
So
not too
would
much
you say
aftertaste.
it's better than a siracha beer.
100%. Yeah.
Okay.
Definitely. All right. Pitch
Trying
yourself.
to get a baseline for it. You know? If it's above that, then it must be good.
Right.
This is a definite yay. It's one of my top 5 beers. It's up there. It's up there with the Black and Blue.
Okay. Wow.
Yeah.
That's surprising.
Yeah.
I guess because you're going to be missing some black and blue for a while, right? Or does Dogfish hit the south coast?
They do, but all I saw was the Namaste, the Beer de Provence, 60 of the 90, and the Midas Touch. That's all I
Okay.
saw.
As long as you got the 90, you're good. You can just drink that all the time.
No, I want my raisin extra.
All right, well, let's get refills. I'm going to get another one of these and be toasty by the end of the show. And we'll be
Nice.
back with Let's Talk Games.
Hey, if you want to email us at theloadedcouch@gmail.com or tweet us at theloadedcouch, maybe we'll send something in return. You can download our podcast on iTunes, Stitcher, and SoundCloud.
We're back with Let's
Let's
Talk
talk
Games.
Games.
Game.
Is that a homosexual goat?
No, that was a Goat Boy from SNL.
Okay.
Hey, how you guys doing?
Pidge, what are we drinking? What are you drinking?
I switched it up. I'm
And?
drinking the Chimay Grand Reserve, the blue.
Okay.
It's from Bière de Chimay. Well, it's from Chimay.
Okay.
It's the Belgian strong dark ale from Belgium. It's dark Bobby Brown and it's 9% alcohol.
Nice. Calc?
Drinking the Easy Apple again from Angry Orchard.
All right, so I'm going to assume that somebody gave you an apple, or Angry Orchard looking variety pack for Thanksgiving.
Well, yeah, it didn't give it to me, but it was brought over and left behind casualties of war.
Gotcha.
No, it's more like Coke's like, they're like, hey, grab us a beer. Like, sure, we'll split it.
No, I got some Kentucky Bourbon Barrel beer in there also, but I thought I would try out the Angry Orchards since I haven't had these two.
He wants to
We
save
had
some
the
of that for
Kentucky
when he
bourbon barrel.
Yeah, I've had that one before.
It's terrible. We
said he
didn't
was
like it.
gonna-
Nobody liked
He
it.
wanted to save it for when he could actually enjoy it and not be on the show with these two assholes.
Yeah. What happened to your Trappers Rochefort?
They're still out. I still have them.
You better not share them. They're for you.
No, I didn't share them with anyone.
Did your wife child?
No.
Did your son?
Yes, he drank.
While he was
two of
watching Chappie.
them. Yeah, he drank two of them watching Chappie.
He's probably like this. He's like, fuck you. Who's your maker?
But yeah, this Easy Apple is 4.2% alcohol.
I still have the Sunday Mole Stout.
Like,
No.
Mole.
I was waiting for
yeah,
you to
you
throw
hate
it in
those
there.
Mexicans, don't you?
No.
Trump.
All right, and games. What did everybody play? Pidge. No, fuck you. You
Games.
just started beer. Calc, what'd you play?
Got a little bit of Hearthstone in. Played some Borderlands 2 with you guys.
Well, it's not on the list here with you.
First time I've ever played a Borderlands game. It was actually pretty cool. I like the art style.
That cell shaded type.
Yeah, I like the storyline and the comedy too. It's just it's tough playing with Pigeon because he's always like trying to run through everything quick, and I'm trying to take it in and listen to the lines.
Dude, I'm not. I'm not the one that runs into the rooms like good old Scotch Hound. As soon as he runs in, he's like,
Scotchy's
"Oh,
waiting at the checkpoint, like captures it.
I run
Yeah.
to where we have to go, and then Scotchy runs in, and then we got Scooter's like, "Come get you some bitch." And then he's like, "Oh shit!" I hope Kelp will listen to that.
I forgot that all that shit. How long has it been since we played it?
Oh, it's gotta be like 2011, I think.
Yeah, it's like, come on. I don't remember that just opening the fucking door is what keys the introduction of the person.
It's a cool game though. I really like it. I played a little bit of Battlefield 1 with you guys, and I started Titanfall 2. I tried the campaign.
You didn't start Gears?
No, I haven't even installed Gears yet. The code's still sitting in my inbox.
You didn't start Doom?
Oops. Yeah, we should have bought Doom, but we'll talk about that later when we go over the Game Awards. Scotchy, what'd you play?
Borderlands 2, Titanfall 2, Battlefield 1, and NBA 2K16.
How you liking Titanfall?
Oh, I'm loving it, man. The campaign's amazing. I mean, it was totally missing from their first game. It was 100%. I don't want to say necessary, but I'm super psyched that they brought it to 2, and I'm super glad that I picked it up.
I wonder if the first one was like a proof of concept. Like if this actually works, then we'll go
We'll go balls
They're-
deep.
all
They're,
out. Yeah.
they're going full on Call of Duty with this story. Like, I mean, this is
We'll go
I-
full on manhood out of the mouth.
Yeah, manhood out of the mouth everywhere. No, but I'm coming out of every hole.
Oh my gosh.
I like the story though. It's got like the perfect blend of the parkour, the action. I mean, the guns just feel amazing. I'm up to the I don't want to. I'm up to those robots with those plasma guns. Did you get to
Spoiler
them?
alert.
Mm-hmm.
Did you got to those guys?
I'm really far in.
Okay, so you're way further than me.
Scott just like, fuck, I can't put it there.
I can't. I was even playing it tonight and just like, can I try? This looks totally like Halo. I'm like, it's not like Halo whatsoever. I'm like, just wait until we get, because I got separated from BT,
Uh-huh.
and you have to like, you first get separated from him, then the next time it's like you really get separated from him, and I'm like, holy shit, I really want to get back to the BT again. Where the hell is he? And it's been like half an hour now. I've been playing without him. I'm like, where is he?
I'm on the first split up with BT after like in the sewers.
What's BT?
It's your Titan.
Okay.
Titan. You're really gonna like the game. You're gonna really like.
Yeah, they said you almost get like attached to him, to BT.
And-
like you kind of.
And I like the decisions you can make with the story.
yeah, yeah. You like the
got a
wise
little
ass
bit of
comments you
a-
get back?
Yeah, you can hit up or down to do your choice of answer. So it's got a little bit of that whole Mass Effect, like choose your story.
Does
It actually
make a
reminds you.
difference, though?
I'm sorry, go ahead.
I don't know if it does. Go ahead.
It actually reminds you that there's a D-pad on the controller.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh shit, that thing's still there?
Yeah, Jim, if there's a game that if we're not on and you're playing something, I highly recommend you fire it
Yes,
up. and try.
100%, Jim. You'll love it. It'll kind of get you back into that fast-paced shooter game again.
How is the hook shot in the campaign?
I haven't gotten there yet.
Oh, the one
Okay.
thing I do want to complain about with it, the animation of climbing into the BT,
Uh-huh.
it lacks in comparison to the original.
Oh, really?
Yeah. I'm a little disappointed. It's like I come in from behind him and I do like the quick, with my manhood
I blow him
coming out
up.
of my mouth. But I'll like be behind him and I jump and hold the X button to enter into the Titan,
Yeah.
and it cuts screen, and then all of a sudden you're kind of in midair. You stopped and then you kind of like back into it. It's weird.
I wonder if it's a bug or something.
That's what I'm wondering too.
You know what move I'm really digging in it too is the in the dash mode when you hit B and slide on the ground.
Yes.
It just feels really smooth.
Oh yeah.
Way better than the Destiny slide.
I have to say, they've added some almost like The Last of Us tickers. They have these little things that
Okay.
kind of like they'll chase after you and kind of find where you are, and then they sit there and they glow and then they explode. And they added some of those in there, so I've been using wall run 10 times more than I did when I was, in the first one.
Right.
Okay. Yeah,
It's really
definitely.
good,
It's making me want to play it tonight.
Yeah. NBA 2K16 was really good too. I was surprised. I haven't played an NBA game in forever.
From a non-sports guy.
Yeah.
What team were you?
When I choose, what did I choose?
What did you? You just
Probably
did
Pistons.
exhibition or you started a season?
No, I was just playing against my son.
The Pistons?
Yeah.
That's your team?
I was gonna say, are the Pistons still around? I don't even.
Yeah.
I don't
Wait, who
even
did I
follow
use?
basketball
I can't
anymore.
remember who the hell I use now. Because
Well, I know
Stan
what's
Van Gundy is the coach.
what's
Come
it
on.
called? The Seattle SuperSonics. They're not around, right?
They're OKC. It's Oklahoma City.
who's Philly's team? It is the Pistons, right?
Sixers.
Oh, Sixers.
Seven-
That's what I use. Oh my
76.
God! Wow, that's
76ers.
horrible. Bad. Yeah, I'm not a basketball fan, as you can tell. No, I think I used the Sixers.
your
then.
fla-
And
who's your
again,
favorite
I had
player
no
on the
idea on the
Sixers?
Sixers. No, I didn't.
The
It's like
new
I'm like,
Cole?
who the fuck is that guy? I'm like, I've never heard that name before in my life, and none of these guys look familiar.
Who's that? Manute Bol? That's my favorite player.
No, I know
Sean
who he
Bradley?
is. Again, I
playing
know
as
who
a
he is
player.
too. but,
He's like, where the fuck is Steve Kerr?
I don't know anybody on the Sixers. I'm like, okay, this is like, yeah, I've been way out of the game with
Wait, I
NBA.
thought Larry Bird was on the Sixers. What's going on?
He's picking the Bulls. I
Oh,
can't find
shit.
Steve Kerr to drain the three.
Where's Craig Hodges? Didn't he win the three-point contest in '89? Like, what the hell?
All right, let's get right into the.
I played Borderlands 2 with you guys,
Okay, sorry.
and and I played Dying Light Enhanced Edition on the PS4.
Shit, Calc, I thought we could get away with it. Oh, okay. And which was
It's
better?
pretty good. As far as what, those two games?
Yes, which was better of the
Oh.
two?
Borderlands 2 is better, but I'm actually enjoying Dying Light. It's finally got my PS4 as some use.
Yes,
that and Last of Us Remastered. I've been jumping back and forth between the two.
Okay.
So
Comfy couch review.
Yeah.
The Escapist and AC Unity. Assassin's Creed.
Yeah, it's an
Yeah.
oops. That's an oops for me. I owe $5.
Yeah.
I don't. Did you guys? Was this picked the same time I picked Stonehurst?
yes.
Yes.
Wow, I totally missed this one.
That's like I missed you picking Stonehurst, dude. I'm like, yeah. Even Jim brought it back up again that he watched it, and it just in one ear and out the other. I completely forgot about it.
Yeah,
Yep.
I wanted to get in on the Escapist, but I'm playing the Assassin's Creed Unity multiplayer. So I know it's excuses, but I've been so busy trying to get moving down here.
Mm.
Like this entire
On the
month has
12th
been
day
just
of
relocating.
moving, my back said to me, "You're a fucking asshole."
Ouch! It's ouch.
Well, Scotchy, since you're the only one that picked it up, how is The Escapist?
It's interesting for an 8-bit player. It kind of has that 8-bit look to it because it's kind of almost top down.
Yeah, did you
It's-
get shanked out in the out
No,
in the yard?
no, I didn't.
What is it about?
You're in jail, and you have to figure out a way to get yourself to escape out of jail, out of prison. But you have to do your job. That's like one thing. Like they give you you don't have to. If you don't, you lose it, and then it's harder to get yourself into different areas of the prison and stuff. But you can pick fights, and then people will remember, and they'll come back and kick your ass later. You
You can't fight them.
There's like riots and stuff too, right?
Yeah, you can incite riots and stuff too. Yeah, I didn't get that really deep into it. I kind of did it like a few different, like 3 or 4 times. But there's so much little things to it. Like you can break into a person's cell and steal their shit, but they'll figure out that it's you, and then they'll come and beat you up later.
I heard it's a really deep and really good game that the 8-bit throws you off.
It does, and that's 100% exactly what it is. You're thinking, oh, this is going to be simple. I have to go through and do like step 1, step 2, step 3, but there's so much behind the scenes, like just knowledge that's built into the game that the 8-bit's just like, okay, this really isn't as simple as you think it's going to be.
Yeah, it's like real life. I mean, they do room inspections, and you can steal materials and make your own shanks and
Yep.
stuff like that. I watched a couple playthroughs. It looks really cool.
It is, and
I
it's
don't
interesting.
think I'll like it.
You probably won't, no, because there is some long-term play to it where you have to kind of you have to do your job, but then when you're not doing your job, like on your free thing, then you have to roam around, and you can kind of go and you have to try and find a route that regular, what the hell's it called, security guard takes, and then you can beat him up where he won't be found and steal his clothes, and then try to make sure that he's the one that has the key and stuff.
If he won't play XCOM, he's not playing this.
Yeah, of course not. AC Unity though. I didn't
play
play
the
Unity.
multiplayer, though.
No, I didn't. I just played the regular campaign.
We gotta at least try the multiplayer somehow
Okay.
with all of us.
It's still good.
Now-
I mean, it just
No, I was gonna say Assassin's Creed Unity now. Haven't seen those trailers during the Game Awards. Are you gonna go see AC in the theater?
it's I was hoping you were gonna ask or bring it up, but I don't. More because I'm nervous that they're just not gonna do it justice. I mean, there is a good. What you see in the game, it's not that you feel like it. I'd imagine something like a VR would give you more of that feeling if once they bring it out, of being in the game and immersed into it. I'm just hoping that they do it well. Because I get this feeling when I'm playing the game, you're totally into it. Your mind's set in the game, and I don't think you're going to get that with the movie. They're going to be more telling you a story than you're going to feel like you're part of the story.
See, I think the movie will actually be good. It's just I don't like going to the movie theaters anymore.
Mm.
I just
Well,
like
You're
since
turning
I
into a
ordered that-
hermit, just so you know.
Well, since I ordered that 10-inch sub, I want to go anywhere.
Exactly. That's why I buy them on Xbox. We've seen trailers for Assassin's Creed, but just real quick throw out, I guess, what's
There you
going to be
real quick turns into a 5-minute rant.
No, what's going to be better, Assassin's Creed or the Division movie?
Jake Gyllenhaal's in the Division, so Division.
both Ubisoft franchises.
That's interesting.
I think Division. I think Division will be more gritty, I can't say more grittier, but I think it'll be grittier. I think it's gonna be rated R.
Isn't what's her name going to be in it too? The redhead, Chastain,
I saw her boobies.
chastity belt.
Saw her boobies.
Okay, go ahead, Scott. Sorry.
That's
Zero
good.
Dark 30.
All right, Jack Mayhoff.
Oh, here we go. Yeah. Come on,
do
you
your,
son of a bitch.
Do your Michael Keaton impression for it.
Come on. Pigeon. Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, come on.
And to remind you, you can pick one of the games that we have on the shared account now since we filled up.
Mm,
I'm
true.
actually going to pick a Connect game. So you can't play, so you owe $5. You jerk.
All right, let's get right into Sunday News while Pigeon's thinking of this game. PS Plus for December 2016 is the PS4 Stories, The Path of...
No, it's not the PS4.
Oh, Stories. Sorry. PS4 Stories, The Path of Destinies. What the hell is The Path of Destinies?
What's PS4 Stories, though?
It's like, one of those...
It's like, yo,
it's
hey,
on
look,
it's on
show you
HBO, and they show, like, the backside of the PS4. Like, uncovered, you know what I mean?
PS4 Pro.
Yeah, but uncovered. Like, they have the top off of it so you can see its inside.
Side vent shot. Side boob shot.
PS4 Stories, The Path of Destinies. Okay, what is that? Pidge, anything?
I don't know. It's like a story-driven game. It's kind of like...
A lot of reading?
I think it's like The Walking Dead, but it's more storytelling.
Okay. And Invisible.
Invisible Ink. It's supposed to be a really good game.
Okay. PS3 is Hypervoid and Tiny Troopers Joint Ops. And the Vita, I didn't know they were still making games for this, is Color Guardians. That's weird. And what's that? 6 Vs? V.
I think that game was actually supposed to be good too. But
Is that
we'll find out.
6
I
Vs
still
for
download
Vendetta?
those. I still download the PS Vita games.
That's right, you have a Vita. I forgot.
I have a PlayStation TV.
Oh, okay. That's what you get the Vita through. Wow, you can play Vita
Yeah.
games on your TV? Did you ever
Yeah.
say that? Oh, okay, interesting.
Mhm.
All right, Death Stranding. WTF, Calc?
Yeah, I actually really got into this trailer. This was shown during the Game Awards
You
last
just
night.
like it because it was like mega pretty and had rainbows in it.
Mega pretty, but I like
It was
that-
creepy.
I like that creepy, slow. I mean, if the game can be, I'm assuming third person because that's kind of his bread and butter. If it can carry that same tone between that and The Last of Us, I may seriously consider a PS4.
Cal, curious question.
PS4 Pro or Slim?
A pro, it'd be a pro.
Okay.
I mean, at that point.
Cal, curiosity question.
Mhm.
What the hell were the eel-like things that were in the water?
I'm trying to figure out if those eel things were still part of Mads. What's his name? The actor, Mads.
Mads Mikkelsen.
Yeah, were they part of his octopus type of
Whoa, Cal, careful.
character, or were they actual eels? I mean, I'm not sure because it did look like there was some kind of red light under the water with them.
Yeah, and plus the soldiers were attached to him too, right?
Well, the soldiers were attached to, what's that guy's name from Bond? The Bond
Yeah,
villain?
that's
Mikkelsen.
him. That's
Oh, okay.
Mads. But I don't think they were attached. I think he was kind of.
They went into his belt.
Yeah, they went to his belt, and then when they broke off, it like made a spark or something.
No,
Oh, I
I'm
thought
talking about
they
the ones that
just-
were in the water, though. Like when the water first started filling up and he plugged himself into that little baby chamber.
Yeah.
You saw them around his feet, and then they swam down along with the little baby doll through the water, and then you kind of saw him like under the water as the doll was floating towards Mads.
See, I
Yeah,
didn't see that.
And that's what I was thinking. That I think those like eel things are like part of his octopus like belt
Oh,
thing.
feelers, just trying to figure out like what the hell's in the water. They're kind of like little searchers, kind of.
Yeah, like sensors or something.
Sentinels. Gotcha.
But,
Okay.
yeah, but I actually really was digging the whole creepy feel, and with Guillermo del Toro with the baby like hiding, and then you got the tank and the like kind of zombie soldiers over top. I mean,
Zombie
whole-
soldier. That dude was freaking skeleton. The one in the front and the left.
yeah, exactly. So I
Full
mean,
on
it
skeleton face.
felt awesome. I mean, I don't know what's going on. It's definitely a twisted story, but
Mhm. And then he sent them out as again sentinels, like via those tentacle things, I think. And
Yeah, and then
broke
you
them
got
off
the-
to let him
the,
go
you know,
search.
you got the fetus in the little fire extinguisher tube there with the one eye open, which was a little creepy.
The whole thing was creepy.
Where the hell is Daryl?
Yeah, they didn't show him at all for being in the game. I figured he would have been in that commercial, but
Hell
nope.
yeah.
I think. Do you think Daryl's gonna be the key character?
Yes.
You think?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, I think he'll be the main character, and then I don't know if Guillermo del Toro is just kind of helping make the game, and he just got a little bit of a.
Did you hear he quoted what Konami about Konami? He's like, they're fucking idiots or something for canceling the game.
Yeah, for canceling Silent Hills, they're like the
Mm.
biggest idiots. Yeah, so I don't know, like if him helping out Kojima is just kind of got a little character in there for the trailer and stuff to kind of convey the story, and Daryl's actually going to be the main character, or I'm curious if Del Toro is going to have an actual role in the game.
Yeah, that'd be
No.
pretty cool if he does. We'll see.
Mm.
I mean, I haven't played any of the Kojima games. I mean, they're all Metal Gear. But I heard the last one, the latest one, Metal Gear, what, 5 is it? Phantom Pain.
Phantom Pain,
was
yeah.
amazing.
There's still some weird characters in that game. Microsoft news: Halo Wars 2 has a bonus for deluxe pre-orders.
How much is that pre-order?
Pre-order? But it's
$79,
you have to-
$79.99.
So Halo Wars 1 isn't free.
Well, exactly. You're paying for a remastered. So what they
Right.
give you is Halo Wars 1 remastered. So you get that, and I think you get a season pass and some other
I
stuff.
thought the season pass was free.
I think that
Like
was
what
like
they're doing with Halo 5.
I don't know. I can't speak on that.
Yeah, you don't know anything. Mr. Xbox over here.
Oh, real quick, I was going to talk about
Here
it
we go.
earlier, Pigeon,
It's
with you
better be Halo
playing,
Wars.
playing Dying Light, but I thought I'd save it for the Microsoft section. What's it called? Dead Rising next week.
4. Yeah, oh, speaking of Dead Rising 4, Steep came out already, Scotchy.
Yeah, no. They've been
So-
playing
You
the
gonna
crap
pick it
out
up?
of it on
PS4?
Twitch. No, yeah. Ooh, that could be a good one for PS4.
I was going to say, that'd be a good PS4 one,
Because
definitely.
Celk's not going to
But,
pick it up.
Yeah, I'm not. But what about Dead Rising?
I would pick it up on the PS4 if you pick it up. Maybe we wait. Maybe it goes down in price.
Yeah, how about right after Christmas?
All right.
Okay.
Dead Rising 4, I might actually pre-order it. I love me some Dead Rising 4.
Oh,
It's
yeah, I
just
have to get
stupid
that with
fun.
you guys because I'm not going to watch stupid videos of you two riding around in the Harley Davidson with your pom-poms out. Again.
That game. So I read an article. That game is not 4-player co-op in the single-player campaign.
Boo.
However, in Infinity mode, which is like you just go around do whatever you want, it is 4-player co-op.
Okay, I was going to ask for some kind of confirmation.
Are there
on that, 'cause
Chivos in that at least?
There might. I'm sure if you kill like 10,000 zombies, you get a Chivo in that
No,
co-op.
okay,
mode.
fuck that then. That's bullshit.
Because
I was going to be okay with it, but if they can't give you Chivos in 4-player co-op, then no. Why the hell? It's just, that's ridiculous.
Well, I knew we were talking about picking it
Chivo
up for
4.
co-op, and if
When
I
I'm
was
tough.
kind of excited to play the single player co-op with it, but
It would
Yeah.
be cool, but still, I mean, even remember what it was 2-player co-op for Dead Rising 3.
Yeah, why
Yeah,
the
we-
hell not go back to it? At
I had
least.
my little tennis shorts on, my little
I was-
boy shorts with
I was
riding on
honking
the
the
back
shit out of that porn,
on the
man.
back
your
of the
beret?
scooter.
Yeah, you had a beret and pom-poms.
Oh, that
Yeah.
was great. That
Nipple
was,
tassels?
amazing. Oh, that game's great.
All right, Nintendo news: Zelda Breath of the Wild teased and shown. We'll talk
Yeah.
about that in a few. What do you think?
Yep.
Okay. Multi-platform news: Warner Bros. Has announced its Minecraft-like open-world game, Lego Worlds. It's coming to consoles February 2017.
This actually looks like it could be pretty cool.
So essentially, Lego Worlds, Minecraft is Legos, right? They copy what Lego did, and Lego is going to copy what Minecraft did. In
Yeah,
order to
why the hell not?
And man, it could be something big.
It could
bigger
be
than
huge.
Minecraft.
Dude. I thought, this will be really interesting, for just seeing the engineering that some people have. Because, I mean, think about it. You get some of these, Lego pieces that they put together in
Yeah, they're
boxes, and stuff,
different.
and you're just like, how the fuck did somebody come up with putting all these things together to make this Batmobile?
Well, exactly, and,
Yeah.
and in the trailer for it too, he builds a giant brick man,
Right.
and you see the level of detail in the brick man versus the type of characters that people try to build in Minecraft.
Yeah,
So
like can you like Minecraft? All it is a cube.
Yes.
But
Yeah.
is Lego pieces of Legos like those little like
I would assume
handles
so.
for the car, the steering wheel, everything?
I sure hope so.
Yeah, I mean, this looked pretty detailed with
Can
some
you
of the.
imagine like is everything available, or do you have to purchase like Lego packs to
Ooh,
unlock different pieces?
that'd be
Oh my
interesting.
God, that would be. That
That'd be
could
a
be a
moneymaker
moneymaker.
extraordinaire,
Yeah, that
yeah.
could be a
Or
moneymaker.
on top of that, you can go to the store and you know how you buy those mystery packs and build a figure.
Mm-hmm.
Mhm.
What if in there comes a code and you can unlock that character for the game?
That'd be
Jesus
cool.
Christmas.
Yeah, why the hell
Lego,
not, man?
call me. I
Yeah,
want royalties.
seriously, you should write them and be like, okay, guys, I want some monies. I'm just putting a patent on this shit right now. I mailed
Or
a letter
food
to
stamps or
myself.
something. You know?
All right, Game Awards 2016 recap. Calc,
Yeah. So
what
I
did you
mean,
think of the love story between Kojima and the host?
Jeff Keighley.
Mhm.
Oh my gosh.
Was it? I think you might have said it. It seemed like he had a hard on.
He did. I was
I-
I was gonna tweet that out, but I'm like, nah, screw it. I don't want to be that
I
asshole.
think he was combination of getting a hard on and he started tearing up.
I've been trying to give a guy an award for a half a year now. I even
stood
told him I'd
outside
travel to him.
Yeah, he's like, I stood outside his house in the pouring rain.
With a radio in the air.
I've written sweet nothings to him and still nothing. So now
Yeah,
that
I'm
he's
kinda-
on,
In poems and
I'm kind
haikus.
of glad he got that out of the way first thing because
it was awkward.
Yeah, it was awkward, definitely. I was impressed with the amount of world premieres
Okay,
that
yeah.
that he was able to muster up for that show because
See, I was more impressed
I
by
th-
the show, the musicians and musical acts that they had.
The Doom Act.
yeah.
Yes,
But I mean,
that was cool.
the amount of world premiere and gameplays, like there was probably no lie, what, over 20 of them, and that's like the type of stuff that you would see at an E3 event.
Yeah.
A-
World
and
premiere.
but yeah, no,
Xbox exclusive.
it got into a little bit of the corniness, but overall, I mean, I guess still it's for the medium itself, it's still video games, and it's people are always going to think it's corny compared to like the Oscars and stuff like that.
How
but
soon before they start doing like the red carpet walk?
um,
And here's Ted Price.
10 years.
Who?
I think if they start getting more celebrities on board, they could actually
like Kane West.
they,
No, fuck that guy. He's an asshole.
Yeezy.
they could actually pull it off if they got some big name celebrity. I mean,
They had a big name celebrity.
yeah, I mean a lot of people probably game, like Phelps.
Side boob Beckinsale.
Although, yeah, you say Phelps, but I think he died a little inside when he had to. And this is just me being the jerk that I am. I think he died a little bit when he had to say fellow athletes.
It would have been funny if he walked out with his 16 gold medals around his neck.
Just rub it in.
He's like, I have to announce a wannabe athlete.
That's it.
Oh.
Yeah. I have to announce 6 wannabe athletes.
Yeah. This guy's
Call-
forearms are awesome.
Yeah.
Like, call me when you get one of these.
Yeah.
No, overall though, I mean, I thought it was decently, done. It was a good thing.
Is there something that you would improve on, or something that you would not
I-
do?
I think if you're gonna, I mean, I think the director who did Deadpool, he gave away one of the awards, and when they announced the nominees, the trailer cuts and the sizzle reels they do are really like awesome, really intense, and even he said on stage, he's like, wow, that was really cool. I think it's the pacing. I think they get into these like sizzle reels and they do the nominees, and then the winner comes up, gives a speech and stuff like that. I think it gets really stale and slow in between with Jeff Keighley trying to like talk and
Monologue his way to the next segment.
exactly. I think if they can speed up the pacing and add some celebrities into it, it would actually be a pretty decent show.
Maybe we should buy some sponsorship. Maybe we should pay some money to Keeley to mention the Loaded Couch.
There you go. And get some better musical acts, which I know Scott, you really like those.
Okay, so
Yeah.
with the with his better acts and stuff and the timing, I did pick up on the timing the one time where he said, "Oh, and here's so and so that's going to give like a talk," and then it kind of sat and they had to wait for him to walk out to the mic. So then they kind of did like camera disco where they kind of just bounced around between the different cameras and did like filming of the audience and shit like that. I'm like, okay, you have to have the guy out on stage at the mic when you're making the transition back to him. So I can completely agree with what you're saying timing wise.
What did you
I'm
think of the? What did you think of like the the people who won? Was there anything that really surprised you?
Real
Well,
quick,
let's.
I'm gonna go out on a limb here and say next year, maybe because it's the beer talking, Stephen Hawking host. Go ahead. Who's the winners?
All right. Well, let's start with the game of the year.
Do you
The
agree? Do you agree with it?
I not having
Well,
played.
who is it first? Who is it first?
Well,
I don't know.
the people or the what is it? The competition was Overwatch, Doom, Inside, Titanfall 2, and Uncharted 4
The nominees.
nominees. That's it.
The game of the year went to
The
Overwatch,
nominees
right?
are. Yeah.
Yeah. So Overwatch won Game of the Year. This is the one that I disagreed with.
And you thought it should have been.
I thought it should. This is the one I think is a flip, and I didn't even play Doom, but I've heard stellar stuff. A guy I work with played it and said it's amazing.
Yeah,
I
but
think-
see, I heard the multiplayer is just garbage.
Is not that good exactly, and now
But
Titan-
no one expected that game to be good though.
exactly, and Titanfall 2 has a great campaign and great multiplayer. So I think Doom or Titanfall 2 should have maybe got Game of the Year, and I think Overwatch should have definitely been the best action game, which went to Doom.
No, it's game of the year. What's game of the year? Do you agree with Overwatch?
No, that's what I'm saying.
I
Either
do.
Doom or Titanfall 2.
It is really clean and easy, and I mean, there's quick joining. There's quick, it's.
Yeah, but it's one-dimensional.
polished. It.
Yeah, but it won best game direction, best multiplayer.
We didn't get there
game.
yet. We're game of the year.
Yeah. Right. Yeah.
Jeez.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. Well, he wants to
I'm
speed
so
through it. I know
pissed
too.
off
So.
right now. Forget it.
All right. Also, all right. So next was best game direction. It was the nominees are
Well, just say who
EA
the winner
Dice,
is.
Battlefield 1, ID Software for Doom, Naughty Dog for Uncharted 4, and Respawn Titanfall 2, along with Blizzard Entertainment for Overwatch. The winner is Blizzard Entertainment for Overwatch.
Game direction. I
Game
don't
direction. Yeah, that one I completely disagree with. Game of the year, I don't see
would
why
go with
not. I mean,
know.
what?
Battlefield 1.
That's what my thought was on that one. I
Okay.
thought that should have for game direction. I mean, just the backlog of, and again, I know the story of it was kind of faked. It's
Yeah, but it's completely different. Like no one has done that before.
right.
no one has done-
But
no
again,
one has done
the historic accuracy of everything else in it is great.
Yeah.
The
Oh, yeah.
storyline isn't historically accurate, but the gameplay itself, the airplanes, the guns, the tanks, it's amazing.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I agree. I would agree with you. I think EA Battlefield 1 should have won.
Right. Best narrative. The nominees were Oxenfree, Mafia 3, Inside, Firewatch, and Uncharted 4. Best narrative.
Went to Uncharted 4.
Yes.
I
again-
never played it, but I heard it was actually stellar. But I heard Firewatch was really good.
That's what I was wanting to. After watching these, I wanted to really see what was going on with Firewatch because it got some really good, nods and stuff.
Yeah, I didn't get to play Firewatch. I've heard good things. Didn't get to play Inside. Heard amazing things. And I did play half of Oxenfree, which is really good. I'm
Yeah,
actually
you got to finish that, bro.
I'm stuck. That's why I haven't played it. I went
Broke
back
Leg
to-
Mountain is supposed to be
called-
playing freaking GTA 5 too. That
I
doesn't
went
happen.
back,
YouTube, bro.
yeah, I went back to it a couple months ago, and I played for about 20 minutes, and I couldn't figure out what to do next.
Play a game. Finish something.
Something
But
that
yeah,
lasts
I-
more than 6 hours. Jeez, come on.
I heard Uncharted was
jeez.
good, so I mean, I guess we could give it to that.
All right, best art direction was Uncharted 4 again, Overwatch, Firewatch, Abzu, and Inside. I thought Abzu was going to take this, to be honest.
That looked pretty cool.
It looks really good. I watched some people playing that, and it is really incredible. I mean, the underworld stuff that they have, it's very, vibrant, and it kind of has like the, what the hell was that? That movie that you mentioned before with the blue people.
Avatar?
Avatar. It had a very Avatar-ish kind of underwater look to it with
Blue
the
Man.
lighting and stuff and the illuminance. Huh?
Blue Man Group,
No.
the game.
Yeah, Blue Man Group the game. But no, Abzu, it was really, really cool. I was a little surprised. I mean, Inside it's kind of got that, that darkness feel to it, and it's playing a lot more with shadow than it is with color.
Yeah, but still, I mean, it's.
That's incredible. Don't get me wrong.
Like I said
I
before,
didn't play
I
it.
haven't seen
Looking
anything
wise, it
done
looks
before with
great.
just like Limbo. It's just a black and white.
Right, and again, art direction on that is incredible too.
Yeah. So I would agree with this category.
Okay, all right. Fuck you then. All right, best music sound design. The nominees were
Good help.
Res Infinite for enhanced games, Thumper, Drool, Inside with Play Dead, and Battlefield 1's EA Dice Electronic Arts, and Doom with ID Software Bethesda.
I disagree.
Softworks.
I go with Inside because they use a human skull for music.
As a flute. No, the winner was Doom. And I would have to agree. I mean, I watched some of the Doom gameplay, and the it's got metal music to start with, and it's not like the like where the singing actually kills the
That's
music
pretty good, Guar.
yeah. But the music builds with as intense as the boards get. Like it feels like the music gets more and more upbeat as you're getting attacked by more and more players. So I think I'd have to agree with the fact that, not just the music, but the sound design, making it that the music's almost interactive.
Yeah, no, I know what you're saying. It
Right.
it evolves on its own.
Right.
Yeah, it would pick up with more enemies and then it would kind of die down, kind of like Gears a little bit.
Yes. Yeah. 100%. And I think
I'm
even
kind
that.
of upset we didn't pick this up for $19.
Mm.
It'll be $18.
Games for Impact. The nominees were Sea Hero Quest, Orwell, Block Hood, 1979 Revolution, Black Friday, and the Dragon Cancer. And the Dragon Cancer was the winner. And
Obvious.
yeah, obvious because of the game itself, or obvious because of the story behind the game.
The story behind the game, probably.
You think? You're an asshole.
Yeah.
You think of one just because of the story. The guy created a shit game, but because the story is what it is.
I didn't say it was a shit game. I said it's kind of obvious because the guy made a game about his son having cancer, who eventually passed away.
Right.
But I heard the game was pretty good too.
Yeah. I mean, just the story behind it though is incredible. I mean, he was a big. I don't want to say mention Kelk's son here, but he was a super big softie.
Yeah, well, I mean, he's got more strength than I would have getting up there.
Oh yeah, 100%.
But no, I felt bad for him. But yeah, I think this
bad
is
and good though, because I mean, it's people are memorializing his son's life by
I was going to say this is a way that helps him heal in a way. So
right,
maybe not heal, but just carry on.
Yeah, right. Give him, it was. The story along that's incredible. I mean, I don't think we played any of these games, to be honest with you. Block Hood, did you play that?
Block Hood looked pretty cool though. It had like a whole Sim City type of thing going.
All right, best independent game. We have again the nominees: Firewatch, Hyper Light Drifter, Stardew Valley, The Witness, and Inside. And again,
Inside was the winner.
Right.
I've been hearing a lot of hype and excitement for Stardew Valley. I haven't watched anything on it, but I guess it's coming to consoles. I think because it might be a PC only game right now, but it's coming to console. I know it's coming to Xbox. I swear I saw something coming to PS4.
I think we're missing out with not attacking more of these PC games, and I think I should start jumping into that a little bit more. I need to revisit my Steam account.
Yeah, well that you've got the Play Anywhere games coming out, which is going to be nice.
True.
Use your Steam, get the Steam store, because a lot of these little indie games, I think on Steam store are only literally $4, $5 sometimes.
Yeah, and with the amount of deals that they have and stuff, I really have to dig into that. But
get like the humble bundles and stuff. But yeah, best independent again, Inside. Inside was one of the games we picked up on the not Black Friday, but just the holiday sale.
Well, it was Black Friday, Cyber Monday deals.
Yeah, so cross your fingers. Maybe that'll be one of the games we play.
Right, yeah. Best action game, again, Overwatch, Gears of War 4, Battlefield 1, Titanfall 2, and Doom. And Doom took that. And,
yeah, this was the one I was a little torn on. I thought this would have been a good place for Overwatch to take the
action game.
The action game.
See, I was thinking Battlefield 1 for this one, just because of the amount of environmentals that they have going on. Like the crashing Zeppelins, the blowing up buildings. I mean, for action, that is completely, that's total environment and just gameplay itself all in the action of the game. So that's where I was thinking this one.
Yeah, I could agree with that too because we've played now Battlefield, Overwatch, and Titanfall 2, and Battlefield's definitely the game that gets my heart pumping and gets me sweaty,
Right.
From the adrenaline.
And
So,
again,
yeah,
it's more of just the impact of the environment kind of playing into the game as much as the action of the game itself.
yep.
Best action and adventure game: Hitman, Hyper Light Drifter, Ratchet and Clank, Uncharted 4, and Dishonored 2. And Dishonored 2 took it.
Yeah, I'm excited to play this. I picked up Dishonored 1 Definitive Edition for all of us on the Loaded Couch account, and I've heard it's one of, if not the best stealth game out there.
Yeah, it's funny that you say that because I had a dream the other night that I was playing. It was almost a live action type of game where I thought I was really in the game, kind of almost VR, I guess. And it was the way it seemed like a Titanfall type of thing where it's just kind of run and gun, or like a Call of Duty type of thing. And I was playing it super slow, sneaking everywhere and stealthing and everything.
Could have been subconsciously something you saw for Dishonored because they're saying Dishonored 2 is really good, obviously, because it just won.
Right.
But Definitive Edition, the first one, is supposed to be really decent too. So I know you and I both were thinking about playing Thief, but I think this is one we hop right into.
Sure. Awesome. Best RPG was Deus Ex, Witcher 3, Mankind Divided on Deus Ex, Witcher 3, Wild Hunt, Dark Souls 3, World of Warcraft, Legion, and Xenoblade Chronicles X. And
the
Witcher.
Winner goes to Witcher 3 now, which seems weird because it won Best RPG last year. I think it might have gotten it because of the expansion. I think the Blood and Wine expansion is legitimately what gave it the best RPG again this year.
Okay.
I don't know if that should automatically disqualify or qualify something, but I've heard a lot of people online getting upset that Dark Souls 3 didn't get it.
See, it was a really good game from what I had seen, Dark Souls. But in comparison to Witcher, I mean, maybe I'm just not, because I didn't feel the character involvement in Dark Souls that I did in Witcher 3.
So
I think story-wise, Witcher 3 kind of had more of that role-playing where I felt like I was really Geralt.
I was going to say, so Witcher 3 just does a better job with the story immersion versus Dark Souls.
Yeah, and again, it could just be, because I didn't play Dark Souls 3. I just watched a lot of gameplay that Spamfish played on Twitch. And it just seems like, okay, this is the guy I picked. This is the, the armor and the weapon and stuff that I'm giving him. But you don't feel that connection to the character as much as I felt like when I played Witcher 3. And again, it could just be that I didn't play Dark Souls. But I just didn't have that immersion into the story as, watching it as I did with... I mean, and Spamfish is really good with doing role-playing. Like, he goes over and he talks to a lot of the NPCs and starts just, following them around to see what they're doing and kind of getting into this guy's doing this and stuff like that. So it kind of makes you feel like you are trying to live out that character's life. But I really didn't still get that connection like I did with The Witcher.
I was going to say, does Dark Souls, offer that type of immersion just in general? Like, are you supposed to walk around and interact with NPCs? Or is it more of a, like you said, here's my weapons and my armor, and let's just go hack and slash?
Yeah, it's kind of more of a loner type of life, I think, the character, that your character lives. And that's, again, why I kind of went along the lines of agreeing with The Witcher 3 thought.
Okay.
Should I buy Witcher 3 right now?
Honestly, because you do have, I mean, you haven't because of, your 12 days of moving in, issue. But if you have the time, I'd say yeah.
It's $30 the complete edition.
Right, and
Yeah.
getting
On
the
PS4.
recognition that it does, the size that it is, and just how much time you can just put into it, I'd say sure, why not try it out?
And how about Firewatch?
That's something I've really been thinking about, picking up.
I think those are probably two games I would say definitely get on your PS4. If you can get the Ultimate Witcher Edition and Firewatch, I'd say do it.
Yeah, I don't know why. It's like, I wish I could play more games like Witcher. but I've kind of been into more of the
Shooting
multiplayer
games?
shooters. Yeah, because you guys are on, and I'm like, okay, I can get on chit chat with you guys and
Well,
stuff like that.
and you guys, you guys harp on me because I never played my Grand Theft Auto, but to be honest with you, I liked the 10 or 12 hours of Witcher I played more than Grand Theft Auto.
You didn't give Grand
Then
Theft Auto.
then play it some more.
I will, but I'm just telling you, like I don't know if it's that whole fantasy or just like Scotchy was saying, being really sucked in and immersed in the story and the world. But Witcher 3 really is good.
You know what it is? I think you were really looking to see that boob shot that they had in Witcher 3 that they don't have in GTA. GTA, you got to go to a strip club and you can see it all the time if you want. But
Duh.
all right, best fighting game: Killer Instinct 3, the King of Fighters 14, Pokken Tournament, which I was super happy to see that they freaking finally got a Nintendo in there competing, and winner Street Fighter 5.
Ooh, Celk mad.
No, we've harped on Street Fighter quite a bit, but obviously when you look at the whole fighting esports and stuff like that, they really like their Street Fighter.
Oh my god, yeah, they did.
Yeah, but Pokken Tournament was cool to see in there, and I've heard King of Fighters is really good. I've seen some esports fighting with that. It's impressive.
Dude, Iron Galaxy. They worked on the Handsome Jack collection for Borderlands 2.
Okay.
Good stuff. Best strategy game: XCOM 2. Okay, there you go. Fire Emblem Fates, Civilization 6, The Banner Saga 2, and Total War Warhammer. And best strategy game went to Civ 6.
Yeah, I mean Civ always takes these, but XCOM 2 is great, I heard, and I'd be curious to see this Warhammer. I actually have the little
You get the little
Table-
characters.
the tabletop models from
You
Warhammer.
painted yourself.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
All right, best family game: Pokemon Go, Dragon Quest Builders, Lego Star Wars: The Force Awakens, Ratchet and Clank, and Skylanders Imaginators. Imaginators.
I bought Lego Star Wars: The Force Awakens for Black Friday.
Okay.
Did you? I was
Yeah,
gonna.
I picked up the deluxe bundle for what, like $35?
Okay.
Mm.
And
Now-
and you can buy it now. You could buy it for $60. You can't get it cheaper. I mean, I thought that was a hell of a deal.
Yeah, the Lego games are good.
I have
Now,
to, go ahead.
Do
Sorry.
you agree with this? I mean, best family game Pokemon Go versus, maybe it should have been like a Lego Star Wars or Skylanders.
No, I agree with this. I mean, I can't tell you how many times I went out walking around in the park with my daughter looking for Pokemon when it first came out.
Now I have a question. It says family game. Now, should they just rename the category to kids or G-rated games or what?
No, I mean,
are you playing as a family? Are you all playing family or Pokemon Go as a family? Is your wife
Yeah.
like, yeah, I want to go do this too?
no,
Oh, look,
no,
there's a
it's like
Squirtle.
me and my daughter. Is that considered a family? My daughter and I?
No.
I think
I
so.
was gonna say maybe best family friendly game.
Yeah, okay.
But-
well, I'm saying it's like something that's a little bit more inclusive where your entire family plays together. Maybe that's family game?
No.
Yeah.
All I know is that every time I play a Lego game, it's always with my daughter.
Again, but with Pokemon Go, it's one person playing. Yeah, there's other contributors that are just behind her cheering her on as she's shooting that, Pokeball to catch the Pokemon.
Mm-hmm.
But you're not family gaming. I mean, family gaming, I'm thinking, is just like you have more than yourself in your family playing together.
Yeah, you're thinking like more of like a like the what's
Mario
those,
Party.
Yeah, and the Connect Sports games and the
Right. Playing more
No.
couch co-op type of things.
Yeah. No, I see what you're saying.
Yeah.
Maybe I'm just wrong.
I
about that.
I agree with Pokemon Go.
Okay. Best sports/racing, which I thought was ridiculous again as well. Best sports and /racing.
There's no
game.
other racing games. What, the Crew? That's it?
No, man, come on. There's a bunch of racing games. What were there was what was
Dirt.
that? Dirt. Yeah, the Dirt Rally. The F. What the heck was that on a PlayStation? It was just an F, right, for Formula.
The Formula
F1?
Ones. F1.
Yeah, and there was a few different racing games out there. I don't know why they didn't loop those in on their own and sports on their own, because I mean, there's MLB, NBA 2K,
Well,
Madden, NFL.
The other racing games just can't compete with the Forza franchise.
Right, well, that's the thing. Forza 3 took it. It was between Forza 3, FIFA 17, MLB The Show 16, NBA 2K 17, and Pro Evolution Soccer 17. But again, in this, you have FIFA 17 versus Pro Evolution Soccer 17. It's like, why can't there be their own sports thing? And racing, there's only one racing thing that's in the competition with the others.
I'm pretty impressed that a racing game beat FIFA, though. I mean,
True. Worldwide, I guess.
Especially this FIFA 17 having the new story, the campaign mode.
Yeah.
Which I think is pretty awesome. But yeah, hats off
Alex
to
Hunter.
Which is weird to me, though, because, I mean, they kind of had it in the other ones where you could do you create your own character and then build your character through, like, playing. It's almost that same type of... It's almost like a campaign at that point, right?
Yeah.
Like in 16, you could create your own character and be like, okay, and then work your way through the different, what is that, leagues?
Yeah, but I guess you're making story and character evolution choices on this one.
Right, okay. All right, best multiplayer, again, Battlefield 1, Overcooked, Gears of War 4, Overwatch, Titanfall 2, and Tom Clancy's Rainbow Six Siege.
Now, is Overcooked Xbox exclusive?
Overcooked was the winner, just so everybody knows. I'm not sure on it being an Xbox exclusive, though.
Is Overcooked... I missed this one. Is Overcooked the one where you're the little 8-bit characters and you're like cooking meals and delivering them out the window?
No, it's not. I don't think it's 8-bit. You're just like chefs, and it's like
little chefs.
A couch co-op game.
Yeah, I've heard of this. Is like
I almost bought it.
Yeah, I heard this is like a hoot to play with somebody else on the couch.
Yeah. I'm going to see if it's a PS4 exclusive.
And while you're looking that up, most anticipated game, Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild, Horizon Zero Dawn, Mass Effect Andromeda, Red Dead Redemption 2, and God of War. And that's Andromeda for anybody who doesn't know Pigeon's stupidity.
It's Andromeda. And Overcooked is on both systems.
Okay.
Anticipated game.
Anticipated game was The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild.
I want to play this game so bad.
You were more anticipated for this than you were for Mass Effect?
Yes.
Or Horizon Zero Dawn?
Yes.
Okay.
Hey,
some Zelda.
Scotchy, I mean, with him just saying that, so Pigeon really being excited to play Breath of the Wild, you think he really would like Witcher 3? I mean, it's...
Yeah, no, I think he would. If he could slow himself down, he's kind of almost on the line of ADD, from my understanding of gaming.
Excuse
me.
I
know you're in the room and you're here listening and stuff like that and talking, but for gaming, you like that first-person shooter. You're Rambo. You're out there running. You're taking shit on. You're doing what needs to be done immediately. Fast-paced. Borderlands is almost that same way. Like when we're playing Borderlands, Celk and I are looking around for different lootables, and you're like, "Come over here, guys. There's another findable here, like collectibles thing over here, and we have to come over to you." And then you go and you lead us to the next thing. So you're very go on these things. Witcher, it's like you almost have to sit down and slow down. Take your time and be like, okay, what do I want to do next? I got this thing to do. Let me go here, and it's a little more slower paced than what you like.
I think the micromanaging of the RPG elements of it might throw him off, and that's what I'm curious to see how you guys really like Legend of Zelda.
But he's a completionist, so it's like I think he'd like it, but I also think there's going to be too many things for him to like in it that it would throw him off too.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm curious, but I mean, I'll tip my hat. Legend of Zelda looks pretty cool. It looks very Witcher 3 to me.
Yeah. And Whiskers was super excited to see it, and she's like, I think we have to get a Switch just to play this. But she's like, I think it looks, for gameplay-wise, I think Nintendo's going the way of Xbox and PlayStation, where it's very, it's a lot more hand-eye coordination. And she's kind of, she even says that she's lacking in that realm, where she's like, I would like to just go along and tell you what I need to do or what to do next, and then have you play it that way, because you have the hand-eye coordination I don't have.
Yeah, I was gonna say you told me that one time, and I wonder how she's gonna adjust to not just the A/B button anymore.
Yeah. Well, that's why she liked the Link Between Worlds, because it was a little bit more of that top-down, easier gameplay.
Mm-hmm.
Two things: The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild is going to be amazing,
right?
And I guess you can kind of consider there's Xbox One, Xbox One S, Scorpio, and then the PS4 and the PS4 Slim and Pro. And you can kind of say it's like the Wii U and the Wii U Pro with the Switch.
Okay.
And plus, the Breath of Wild is graphically it's the same between the Wii U and the Switch. That's what they said.
No, I know. Hey, shut your mouth. I'm trying to sell her on a Switch.
That's a little disappointing.
You don't have to sell your wife on the Switch.
I know,
She's
she
getting
actually
it.
wants to
She's
get
gonna
it
be
no
in
matter
line
what.
waiting already.
I was gonna say she'll be waiting in line.
I asked her, I said, babe, what are the chances of us getting a Switch? She goes, pretty good. I'm like, okay.
Scotch, you go to Circuit City, and I'll go to Best Buy.
Right.
She's like, we really don't need to pay the mortgage this month. We'll just.
Well,
get
the
a
nice thing
Switch."
is she had that 3DS XL that she had, I think, originally when the 3DS XL was released. It was that New
Animal
Leaf.
Crossing.
Yeah, the Animal Crossing New Leaf. It was the special edition version of that. And she hasn't gotten upgraded since. So I was like, babe, it's almost like upgrading your 3DS with a new handheld. So I was trying to
Why don't you
way
sell
too.
that because that's like rare to get now.
Well, yeah, because she was thinking about upgrading her 3DS because she had gotten one of the hinges or whatever cracked a little bit.
Ooh.
I know it appreciates it or whatever, but
we-
she likes it
we
for the fact of
talked-
having it, not so much for reselling it. But
We talked about that when we made our big, prediction that it was going to be a handheld. I was talking to a guy at work. I don't think you upgrade a 3DS if you get a Switch, because you can pretty much have it on the go, just like your 3DS.
well, that's the thing. She, because she hasn't been, it's kind of like upgrading her 3DS, giving her a new version of a handheld.
Yep, exactly.
Right. That was more of the sell to her.
A
It's like,
newer phone. Yeah.
yeah, exactly. Yeah. So, all right. Yays and nays in the beers. Celk, lead us off.
Yeah, it's a yay for me. It's actually really smooth. It's light. It's like
Did you change
Not
up?
it's not Coors Light, but
Yeah, he went to like the easy.
easy
Oh,
out.
the easy anchor. Yeah.
Yeah, it's
Angry
the
So
Angry
it's still
Order.
two fingers or not?
On the apple pie. No. Believe it or not, I don't know why, but I feel like I'd go for just some good old hot dogs on the grill.
Well, after that,
Vegan dogs. or what?
manhood coming out of your mouth, I can see it going back in again now. Can almost picture it
I walked into that one.
with your mouth open. Oh, bird! All right, pitch of yourself.
It's a yay.
Okay.
And next segment, I'll come up with a game.
Okay, and myself, I'm a yay still. I'm still drinking the same stuff, so still good. And let's take a break, and we'll be back with the Brown Breeze.
For more from the Loaded Couch, check us out on YouTube, Twitter, and Facebook.
If you like me and would like to follow me on Twitter at Pigeon Peg Leg and also on Twitch, Pigeon Peg Leg. Pigeon Peg Leg.
Hey, this is Scotchhound. If you want to hear more from me, you can check me out on Twitter at Scotchhound_LC or on Twitch at Scotchhound. All right, we're back with the Brown Breeze section of the show. Anybody switch up their beers?
Nah, I got a little bit of the easy apple left.
I did not. I didn't have time to. I was picking my game.
In your nose. I'm gonna finish up my Molly, as Pigeon wants to call it, and then I'm gonna move on to some Miller High Life and some champagne to finish off my night.
Ready for my game?
Yes, go ahead with your game.
So I screwed you guys.
Ooh, speaking of screwed, I picked my movie too.
Yeah, we are going to do Alan Wake backwards compatible.
Yes! Oh, I was hoping you were gonna pick that at first. I was like, yeah, that could
Really?
be really good. Yeah, because I didn't get to play any of the other, but yeah.
I mean, you can, if you want, if you guys actually like, you can move on to the American Nightmare DLC download that goes after. It's a completely separate game,
Mm-hmm.
but it's still like the Alan Wake
Ish.
type of, scenarios.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
But Alan Wake is the game.
All right. Movie-wise, I picked Scrooged for the holiday season with Bill Murray.
With that high-pitched voice that calculates.
So
Gonna
good.
get a Scotchy autograph from Bill Murray.
Yeah, please do.
I
That'd be
know.
awesome.
Get it
Really?
framed.
It is funny that mostly all of my movies have been Bill Murray movies. It isn't like
special and everything.
Yeah, it isn't even. I don't even think it's a subconscious thing. Oh, maybe whatever. All right, let's move right into the Diary of the Mouth. Magic mushrooms significantly improved distress and depression in cancer patients in a landmark trial reveal. The psychedelic drug called psilocybin is a banned substance classed in the same category as heroin and LSD by the DEA. But research by NYU Langone Medical Center has shown the controlled use of the drug has brought relief from distress for approximately 80% of the 29 patients that they tested.
That's because it just literally blows you out of your mind. Like,
no, they use a small dose of it. They use a very small dosage of it. In their,
so
they give a
people
pill.
don't turn into a vegetable. They
did half and half. They did a half of the 29 people. Well, I guess it's not really a half and half completely, but half of the 29 people took a like a sugar pill.
Placebo.
Yeah, placebo, and then the other half took a small. It's like a 0.29 milligrams or something like that pill of the psilocybin, pill. And they didn't know who was who. There was no data other than the people who were doing the test themselves. Of who was taking which. And they said overall, of all of the feedback that they got, 80% was the number of the patients were relieved for up to 8 months. They said even the people who got the original pill and then went on to placebo afterwards felt positive repercussions from taking the pill for up to 8 months.
Yeah, it's impressive.
I mean, what's the difference between that and black tar heroin?
It grows in the ground. You don't have to fuck with it.
Black tar heroin comes from asphalt, doesn't it?
It's
a man-made substance where mushrooms aren't a man-made substance.
Oh wait, black tar doesn't come from like volcanoes or anything?
No,
little tar bubbles on the road.
Yeah. You just suck them out of a syringe and inject it into your veins.
Right.
That's the good shit.
Okay. England recently introduced a new 5-pound note with high-tech, anti-counterfeit, and supposedly what I've heard, healthy features. Some animal rights activists in the land of Brexit are swearing off the bill completely. Apparently, the new note are made of just a dash of animal fat.
Well, you shouldn't have voted to Brexit, you idiots.
The Bank of England confirmed that tiny amounts of animal tallow are used in the new money. The small beads of fat applied to the note reportedly help the currency slip into machines easier. Oh my god, they used it for its oil properties, or its
it's like
silicate.
Crisco.
Yeah.
looks like the vegans have coin counters on their
You know,
belts.
it's funny though. Yeah, it's. I wonder how many of the. I wonder how many of these vegans actually take or use some sort of animal byproducts in their daily use.
Just look at their shampoo.
Shampoo, clothing, shoes that they like so much, hair products, different
their Birkenstocks.
What would these
Their
people have done
Frisbees.
back in the day when people traded pelts for currency?
You know how long it takes bones to break down? Just fucking use the things to break them up and make them into something else, like Jello.
Or a knife to shank people.
No, I know.
Break them up 10
They were all broken. They were all that's eaten by other insects and other types of organisms and stuff. Break the shit down into smaller pieces, and you can turn it into soil. But I don't know, animal fat. If it's coming from these animals that are being killed for the slaughter of the masses consumption through supermarket meats and stuff, sure, go right ahead. If they're killing any additional animals just to make the money, maybe that's a problem.
No, it's just the fat after they slice the pig's
Exactly.
neck.
After the animals are already dead and they're being sold for mass consumption, screw it. It's just taking care of additional product that would be thrown into a landfill somewhere and just used.
Yeah, there's no way in hell they're going out and killing animals on purpose just for money, for currency.
Right.
I don't know.
I'm kind of picky about those things, but.
Oi!
All right. Now that we've gotten our racist issues out of our system.
Not racist, it's bigotry.
Bigotry, okay. Questions from listeners. Our first question comes from @TonguePunchYourFartBox. That's incredible.
That's amazing. I want to do that too.
Done any salad tossing? Also, do you flick your boogers
Your boners.
Yeah. Well, I was on the salad tossing. I'm thinking we're going sexual, and then it goes, do you also do your flick your boogers? I'm like, okay, that's completely.
Shit, this boner won't go down. I gotta flick it.
Yes to the second, no to the first.
Cups going like, I plead the fifth.
No, it's a no on the first and yes on the second.
Of course, everyone flicks their boogers.
Who doesn't flick their boogers? I mean, come on.
I just flicked it. One. I just flicked one right now when we were talking about fat.
You ever
animal tallow.
you ever flick the mystery booger where you flick it and you don't know where it goes and then you
It's
find
still
it
stuck on your palm somewhere, or like on the
You
side of your
find it,
hand.
well, that one's like the Houdini,
The
but
outside of your hand, right next to your wrist. You're like, holy fuck, how did it get down there? You gotta turn your hand around.
that's like the Houdini booger is the one that like.
Holy shit! I'm gonna die tonight. I'm laughing. Holy shit!
That's the
diabetes
one
is
you
kicking
flick
in.
and it like
I'm gonna die
disappears
from the diabetes.
from the finger to the wrist, like Scotchy said. But
Yeah.
I've flicked some that like you can actually hear them make the little sound that they thud,
Holy
but
fuck.
you still can't find them.
What are you throwing animals out of your nose?
Yeah, he makes dents in his hardwood floors with his snot.
No, those are like the crusty
Thud.
ones.
Your wife walks barefoot in the hardwood floors like, what the fuck? I said that on nail.
Calc, I got a splinter. No, it's a booger. Let me get that with some tweezers. Sorry, babe.
Holy shit! Does it look like this, babe? It's a bugger.
So, Pidge, you never answered the salad tossing portion.
Oh, it's a no.
Okay.
I did it over the clothes, just like to play around. Like, oh yeah, I'm gonna eat your butt out.
Watch
And
this,
I
watch
do
this. Oh, Jesus.
I do it. She's like, what the fuck are you doing? I'm like,
She
I'm eating
farts in your face while you're doing it? Or is that
I'm
just
eating
you?
your fucking brown eye.
Nice.
No,
All right.
I know people who have done it. So.
Nice. All right. Well, thank you for the question at Tongue Punch Your Fart Box. Our next question comes from, and this is an incredible name, at Paul Bunyan's half-step uncle Jeremiah. What is your favorite music to listen to? My favorite is Nickelback. We all know hipster Scotchhound loves Fish and Cat Stevens. Sorry, Yusef Islam. So what about the rest of the cast? But get this. Not only is the lead singer extremely handsome and well hung, but now, when you get arrested in the town of Kensington, Prince Edward Island, Canada, the cops will arrest and charge you for drinking and driving, and they will blast Nickelback on the way to jail. Oh my God. Okay, so the first is, what is your favorite music to listen to? Pidge, go ahead. While you're laughing.
I listen to anything but like country and gospel.
And you moved to Texas. Are you
likes
fucking
Nickelback.
retarded?
Jack Kroger's so hot.
All right, so anything but country and gospel. Calc, how about yourself?
Yeah.
I've
been listening to a lot of hip hop recently.
I listen to EDM.
What the fuck is that?
Electronic dance music.
No, you don't.
Okay.
Yeah, I do.
With your broken ass foot.
It makes them drive faster.
Yeah, I listen to EDM, and I'm right up there with Scotchy. I listen to classical.
Yeah, right, dude. You listen to fucking Fish with Scotchy.
It's funny that you say that because I've been listening to Pandora a bunch lately, and I have my go-to radio stations right now are Dave Matthews radio station,
Oh my gosh.
Chopin radio station, and I've been listening to, actually it's funny, Led Zeppelin radio station, and what was the other one? Shit, I can't.
Yusef Islam.
No, you said Cat Stevens. What else did you say? Fish.
You know, it's really good on our Pandora playlist. My son goes to sleep every night. We listen to film scores.
Oh, okay. Things off the movies.
Whoa, you don't use groove music?
Well, I
Yeah,
do that in
seriously.
the living room.
Whoa.
Mind blown.
So nobody listens to Fish or Cat Stevens? I'm sorry.
I have gone to a Fish concert, and it's interesting. It's good. I can respect who they are as musicians, just like I can respect the Dead. I have a Dead channel. The fact that those guys, high as a kite, can stay in sync musically with two drummers is amazing.
They have two drummers?
Yeah, it's amazing. You should watch them. How in sync those two drummers are, keeping the beat the entire time and going off into a jam. It's crazy. It's ridiculous. And being to a Fish concert before and listening to the Fish and stuff like that, just, the positive vibes of just like loving life and yourself and stuff like that they kind of put out there with like the feelings of their music. It's good.
I'm sorry. I'm just reading a headline now. The creator of General So Chicken has died. Fuck.
Is he American?
No, he's definitely Asian
Okay.
of some sort.
Oh, that was the other channel. I have a Snoop Dogg channel.
Speaking of Asians, I have a Snoop Dogg
I
channel.
do. Well, Snoop Lion kind of got me into the Asian factor, and then Snoop Lion fed into Snoop Dogg, which is okay.
Yeah, and speaking of Nickelback, Chad Kroger is married to Avril Lavigne.
Good for
Yep.
her.
Yeah, I knew that.
She's pretty hot now.
She was pretty hot back in the day.
Nah, it's too grunge.
All right. Thank you for the question statement. Small book at
Too
Paul Bunyan's
Canadian.
half step uncle Jeremiah. That's not even how I spell my Jeremiah. You spell it retarded like. All right. The next question comes from at Black Fridays Matter. Did any of you guys take advantage of the Black Friday digital sales? And if so, what games are you looking forward to playing?
Wait, who is this throwing at?
At Black Fridays Matter. I did take advantage.
Mondays matter?
I bought the Titanfall Black BF1 combo pack,
Yeah, you got a hell of a deal out of that one.
and I
Yeah,
played
he did-
both
yeah,
of
he
them,
did,
and
because
they're
I
both
didn't-
incredible.
No, it's not the deluxe bundle.
No, it's not.
It's just labeled
Oh.
deluxe bundle.
Okay. I thought he got both deluxe editions.
We should have just went with it, and Kelk would have been so pissed off until the bitter end.
Yeah, why did you spoil that, you jerk?
Ah, sorry. Yeah, I'm drunk.
What else? Black Fridays Matter.
We got Inside,
Okay.
Mad Max,
Okay.
Shadow of Mordor, the Game of the Year edition.
Okay. Whether they come in a silver
Um,
package digitally?
Sure. Everspace.
Why did we get that?
I'm excited. to play
Kelk
that.
got Everspace.
For
It's
$2, I hope. Okay.
Yeah, how's Elite Dangerous?
This is supposed to be a lot better than Elite
Yeah,
Dangerous.
yeah, of course
Okay,
it
keep
is.
going. Keep going.
I bought The Force Awakens Deluxe Edition.
Yes.
I also bought Ori and the Blind Forest Definitive Edition. Trying to think of something else.
We got Dishonored Definitive.
Yes.
Yes, Dishonored Definitive Edition.
And why
Inside
why
Edition.
did you skip over Everspace when you gave us our options for?
Because he didn't
The
want to
game-
play it. He was giving
Exactly.
his options. He wasn't giving all the options. He was giving his
Yeah,
options.
it's my choice. My choice, and all your choices, I picked my game, and you
Yes.
guys appreciate it already. So
that's
it's
right.
in your face.
Well, I haven't appreciated anything yet. I haven't even signed
You were
into
just
the
like,
Lily
yes,
Cats.
yes.
No, I'm excited for it, but I haven't actually taken advantage yet.
Okay, all right.
All right. Well,
I
thank
can't-
you.
I don't know if you guys bought anything else.
I didn't buy a
Yeah.
damn thing.
I
Thank you guys
think
for
I-
supporting the Loaded Couch count.
Yeah, we. I think I dropped $50.
I have to get paid, and then I can
Got
start
What
dropping
did
some
you
money.
buy for $50? Oh, Metro bundle.
Oh, I bought the Metro Redux bundle. Yeah,
The Redux bundle, yeah.
yeah, we got. I think we made out pretty good. We ended up with what, like 10 or
games?
12, 10 or
Like
12 games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For under like $100 probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're set for a while. As far as looking forward to playing, yeah, I'm the weirdo. Everspace. I definitely want to check that out.
Yeah, you definitely are weird.
All right. Well, thank you for the question at Black Fridays Matter. All right. Our last question comes from at Diplomat Wannabe. What is the etiquette for talking to a foreign leader? Which foreign leader would you call, and which would you tell the State Department about first? Calc, I think
What?
this is aimed at you.
Is this from my my behavior the last 24 hours?
Wait, yours or Trump's?
Yeah,
I'd say
Trump's.
yours. Okay.
What is the etiquette for talking to a foreign leader? Which foreign leader would you call? And I guess you gotta call what, Netanyahu, because he's like the boy of the U.S., right? He's our boy.
I guess.
I wouldn't call Merkel.
No?
She's
She's getting kicked
nah,
out, isn't she?
She's getting chased out of the country.
Yeah. She was going
yeah,
for a
no,
re-election too, isn't she?
Yes, her and Hollandaise.
The sauce?
The
Does
the
he
sauce.
does he
the
get
French
served
guy.
on a silver plate?
He withdrew.
No, or
himself.
chrome plate, I mean.
Yeah, I heard he withdrew actually. I
No
think, yes.
plate like
yes.
chrome for the hollandaise.
I think Joan of Arc's running over there in France.
Pigeon's lost.
Yeah, he's like, I don't care.
Yeah.
Nuke them all.
Exactly. No, Pitch, if you're not up on what's going on, Trump's making personal phone calls to all of our foreign leaders. Okay, he went to feed the baby.
He's feeding the baby.
All right, so myself, well, Calc, who would you call first? Which foreign leader? So you said Netanyahu, or is that for you, or?
Yeah, I'd call Netanyahu.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, as far as the whole State Department thing, I don't think there's no harm, no foul in calling these places. You know, obviously, if you're just like breaking the ice and doing stuff like that, as long as you're not doing anything above and beyond, you know, without running it past, obviously, all the other high-level people within the government, that could put us in some kind of predicament. But I think if you want to call 60 different heads of countries and foreign leaders and just break the ice with them and have a little 10-minute chit-chat and powwow, you know, saying you look forward to doing stuff with them in the future, I don't think there's no harm in that stuff.
Myself? Who would I call? I probably want to talk to the Dalai Lama first. I know he's not a leader of any nation or anything.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Cal or Pidge? What foreign leader would you want to talk to first?
Kim Jong Un.
Really? You think you would take
punch him right in his
You think
fucking
you would take
face.
an American call first thing? Be like, yeah, sure, I'll talk to this guy.
He definitely
No.
would.
Or would you
Yeah,
have
he
to?
would.
I wouldn't talk to him. I'd go visit him and then I'd punch him right in his fucking face.
Would you have to let Dennis Rodman help you out getting connection?
I was
or-
gonna say Pigeon and
punch-
Rodman.
I would punch both of those guys in the back of the neck.
Who has bigger ups, Pigeon or Rodman? I mean, Pigeon used to play volleyball. He's supposedly pretty good from what I've heard.
If I had Robin tight, I'd probably touch the top of the backboard. Extrapolate my jumps with his height.
Okay. What'd you tell the
Sky
State
high.
Department about going to talk to Un?
Punch him in his face and then we'll bomb him. I mean, all the residents are already emaciated, so
Nice.
they're gonna be dying soon anyway.
All right. Well, thank you for the question at Diplomat Wannabe. That's it. That's the end of the show. Calc, you want to wrap us up?
Yeah, sure. You can send us some questions at theloadedcouch at gmail.com. You can also find us on Twitter at The Loaded Couch. Reach out to us also on Facebook. We go by The Loaded Couch and Loaded Couch. Get in touch with myself, Celtic Fox, on Twitter at CelticFox_LC. Also, get in touch with Scotchy over there at ScotchHound_LC and at Pigeon Pegleg across the board everywhere.
Yes, sir.
Yes, syrup. All right.
Yes, sir.
And that's the show. Thanks so much for listening, and we will catch you guys next. Oh, wait, no. We didn't even say our beers. Calc, beer.
It's a yay. I actually like this Easy Apple, but
Still
still
hot
not
dogs?
still hot dogs and not as good as the Dry Stone or Stone Dry, whatever the hell it was.
Stone dry. Okay. Pidge?
It's a yay. I just finished my Chimay. It's really good.
Anything about it?
It has 9% alcohol. It has like a weird taste. I don't know. The Chimay beers have something unique about them that like get different from other beers.
Like a
I-
smoothness? What is
Yeah,
it?
it's like a smooth thickness to it. Maybe it's just
made with the ashes of old dead monks.
maybe with the bones from the ankle.
Nice.
I don't know. It's a yay. It's just something about it that's just all the Chimay beers are good, but this one's really good.
Okay. And myself, I'm still a yay. This stout is doing me well, and I put my little review on Untapped. That it's got that little tiny bit of that alcohol burn, being 11.3, but it has the aftertaste to go along with it. It doesn't linger too long, but you do have a nice finish on the beer. So check it out if you get a chance. And thanks so much for listening, guys. We will catch you next time.
Later.
Later.